Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mr. Rodriguez with your math lesson. And you're going to say, what happened here? Well, I'm trying to put my easel very close to the camera. And this chair is trying to give me a hard time. But I can move it. Well, today's math lesson has to do with base 10 blocks. Now, you did it last week in vertical form. Now we're going to do it horizontal, this way. Okay? So, do you remember what these are called? That was about a week ago I said that. They're called longs. What do we call them? Longs. And longs represent in the base 10 blocks, it represents the tens place because it has 10 in each one that's glued together. But these, you see these? These are called cubes. In base 10 blocks, it's also called the ones. And those are the ones that are separated. Okay? So, in Spanish, we call these decenas and these unidades. Okay? So, we're going to try to count in the tricky teens the longs and the cubes, or the tens and the ones. So if I have one completely together, that's 10. Remember that, okay? Let's see what it says here. Oh, I have to write my name, Mr. Rodriguez. And the directions say, write how many tens and ones you see. Then write how many in all. So, how many tens do you see here? I see one. Just one. But how many ones do I see here? I see 3. What is it? 3. So I'm going to put 3. Now, if I were to count, I would say 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 in all. Alright? Now, to make it seem a little interesting, I want to use another color for the next one. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is number 2. Again, how many tens? 1. How many ones? 1, 2. Okay, and if you know how to sabotage, you could have said it already. Now, let's count them in all as a tricky team. It's 10, 11, 12. Okay, and you write 12. Now, you're going to number 3 here. You have already an idea of what is it that I'm doing, right? So I'm going to ask you, how many tens do you see here? Exactly, 1. How many ones do you see? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you write a 5. How many do I have in all? Count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to write 15. Alright? Now I go to the last square. And I see how many tens? 1. How many ones? 1. 10, 11. So 11 comes like this. Now that you have an idea of what this is, what you're going to do, I need you to practice the following ones too. So you have this one and you have this one. Okay? So I need you to practice them. I'm not going to do them because if I do them, then that's called doing the answer for you and then you're not thinking. So I need you to do it by yourself. By yourself. Alright? Now, what I want to do is see if I can get you ready for the other one. I'm going to move my math over here and I'm going to do my CVC words. And the reason why I'm insisting on it is because I already have them ready. And since I already have them ready, why not? Why not do it? So I'm going to do it. Here we go. And today I have the CVC words of W. If you see that the page is moving, it's because the fan is right behind me. I tend to be a little hot and I use the fan a little bit more than usual. Okay? So don't think it's something wrong. It's something that I do. Alright, so you already know what we're going to do. Now I'm going to write my name, Mr. Rodriguez, and I'm going to look for the pictures of W. I have a dog, but he has a tail and he's wag. He's wagging his tail, so that's wag. This is a spider web, so I call it web. If a woman and a man get married, it's called wed. If your dog is wet, it's called wet. And some people go and borrow a wig to wear on their head. Okay? So, let's go and trace the word wag. W, repeat after me, A, G, wag. Web, W, E, repeat after me, B, web. Wed is W, E, D, wed. Wet is W, E, T, wet. And the last one is wig. W, I, G. Okay? Now I'm going to paste the cutout letters. I'm going to paste the cutout letters. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to be able to put the letters and spell the word wag. So I'm going to start with W. Press with your thumb so that the glue can stick to the paper. W, A, G. And that's wag. Let's spell the next one. Web. W, E. Press with your thumb or your finger. And B. B. B as in boy. Okay, and you press. Now wed is with E, with D at the end. So W is the first one. E. And D. D as in dog. Okay. Never get confused. B has a belly. D has the butt in the back. Now we're doing wet. So W. Wet. Now we have W. For wig. I. And G. So, this is what it looks like. W-E-T for wet. W-I-G for wig. Alright? And that's what you're going to do with the other worksheets. It is time for you to go do your work. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you on Monday, June 1st. Bye.